Almost forgot to put these back in to their right holes. And this is for the IMS tank there. Again, I'm in there, so I went ahead and dropped the front fender off here. Hold on. Should there be two pieces here? I'm really confused. Let me do that. This is a piece sticking off to the side here. Does it just not have it? I'm confused. Because it looks like it would go across both sides. When I put it up there, I don't know. What is that doing over there? Or is this side? I'm confused as to it. Like, it doesn't look broken at all. That's smooth. What does that do? I'm confused. All right, I gotta look at the parts diagram, but yeah, we're just doing more stuff here. Just gonna keep rolling with stuff. But I did the Polysport kit, though. I'll see if this fits. So it's just more broken stuff. So you see how there's nothing here? I was like, what the hell is that? Well, the Polysport kit comes with that. And it's this. It's for your speedometer and your brake line to go down through this thing here. It's a line holder. So yeah. So good. I'm glad that this came with that because it's not as nice as the OEM one from like a texture perspective, but hey, it has the right part. So that saved me more money. I didn't know I needed that. So I got to go ahead and go in here and unscrew these two 8mm to remove this guy to transfer that over. Let's get some stickers in there too. Exciting stuff. Isn't this, look at the bike. This is so exciting. And I know I really should go ahead, honestly, I really should go ahead and pull the motor and like take it to a beta dealer and have them go through the whole motor. I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm gonna do that next year. But it's very exciting. Well, I got a little distracted there. The first new plastic is on the bike. I don't know why I did that actually, but I just want to get it on there. I think it's because once I get this wiring done, I am going to put the headlight on. So yeah, wiring is next, I promise this time. Nothing else, I just knew I needed to make sure the Polysport kit does fit. The fact that this piece fits means that I'm pretty much good to proceed. This is my first time ever doing stickers, by the way, and I did okay. It's pretty close. I have a little cut of the edge right there. A little bit of edge right there, but you know, it's pretty close for a homemade job. So yeah, this is the Polysport front fender. Looks good. Oh, okay. All right, so let's get the Trail Tech Voyager. Let's get his wiring done. I don't know if I can take this computer off. I probably can. I probably have to just leave the computer on, but let's get that done. And then after the Trail Tech Voyager Pro is on, I think I will do grips and then hand guards, and then that'll probably be it for tonight. Maybe I'll put the fuel tank back on. I need to get at this valve. I just know that if I get into that and I notice some serious problems, I'm gonna regret doing it. I wish I had never done it. All right, let's keep going. All right, Trail Tech Voyager Pro is installed. We have this cool mount that it came with. So it's on a rubber plane, which is nice. These are gonna drop down. I'm gonna have these come probably down underneath the fuel tank there and then marry up to here. And then this one here, this goes around the ignition coil where the spark plug is for RPM. This one goes to the battery, pretty long. This one here goes to that temperature sensor that we put in earlier right there. And then we have one more, which is going up here to that speed pickup for the front wheel when that gets back, well, the suspension gets back. So we are basically wired. I need to do some stuff where, you know, I come into here, that ignition cord, and wrap this around and zip tie it, which is its own thing. And then wire up to the new battery back there and figure out a fancy way to do that. But great progress tonight. I'm gonna do some floor cleanup here. We have kind of a mess right now of tools and bolts and stuff. So I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do some cleanup, and then I'm going to call it a night. It's already 9:45, and the baby could wake up at 5 a.m., could wake up at 7, could wake up at 4. You never know when she's gonna wake up. So we're just gonna go and call this one a night. And but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I got a lot more progress done today than I expected. I think what I would like to accomplish before I leave for Florida on Thursday, it's Monday night, would be to get the hand guards and the grips and the hand guards on, get ergos set up the way I want them, finish wiring up the Trail Tech, work on my brake and shifter installation, install the front headlight mask, and license plate bracket. That'd be pretty good. I'd feel pretty good about that because I don't want to do the side or top plastics until the suspension is back. Once the suspension is back, I also need to figure out, I'd love to get some advice from you all. I'll try to get this video out before the end of the week. Some advice from you all, which is I think I need a new lower chain guide. This is the original one. The TM Designs one was what I was gonna grab. And the upper chain slider is also OEM, so I'm gonna get that TM Designs one. But theirs says something about like the way the upper guide, I don't know, there's something weird about that. You need a certain, when I put all the TM Design stuff into a cart on their website, it ended up being something like $350 for a lower, an upper slider, a case saver, a roller, and then something on the inside here to keep this from, and you can tell on the other side, you can see what they mean. I mean, they're right. The chain on the old Betas does chew away at the inner frame there. And so I'm not really sure what they were talking about, but they said to get all these parts together to make it all work. So I want to replace all those at the same time that I do the chain. The parts from Beta's sliders, which won't last as long, are way cheaper than TM Designs. And this case saver is fine. It's plastic, but it's fine. So I don't know. I'd love to get your advice on that. Just what do I do, basically? Yeah. So suspension should be back next week. It's Monday. It's scheduled for. It's scheduled to be repaired this week, and then it'll ship over the weekend from California. So that's 6 days. It'll be here mid next week. When the suspension is back, then I can put the wheels on, and I guess I need to get a chain breaker to break this chain up and replace the chain. I don't know how that works. I don't know how chains work. Is there like a wait? Is there a thing here I can? I guess this little doohickey right now. Can I do something with that thingy right there? Take this chain off. Because if I can do that, I also ordered a rear sprocket and a front sprocket and a chain. So I don't know how this stuff works. I've never done drive before on a bike. My local bike shop closed down, so it's just me. I can drive 40 minutes each way to Claremont and have them do it for me. So I'd love to get some advice on that. Yeah, that wraps up this video, I think. We got a lot done though, didn't we? I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good progress. But next video will be controls, a lot of controls actually, lower and upper controls, ergos, suspension, drive, finish the wiring, oil that fucking air filter, put plastics back on, and then I'll be changing the fluids once I can take it off the stand here. And once I dump the fluids, if I'm having if it's gonna be a rainy week, I can go into the Recluse and the clutch slave cylinder at the same time. So stay tuned for that. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. That front plastic makes that original plastic look so crappy. It's a new day. So as you can see, we have this kind of staged up. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks really good. Obviously, I made the mistake of putting this on here early because we have no way to, there's nothing to strap it to. My suspension is still in California being serviced. But I did go ahead and mount up this is a beta part. It's aluminum. This license plate bracket. So that was done last night. Drilled a couple of holes. Got that in there, so that's nice. And I noticed when I was editing part 2 last night of the video series, I still need this part actually. So when I look over here, this is actually not, see how that's not really quite seated? It needs to go inside of here. And so we need to actually put this underneath the lower chain guard and then put that through there. So I just have to set aside so I can fix that error in my ways. Yeah, gonna go remove this mud flap because the new one arrives tomorrow. We also did I not record this? I feel like I should have recorded this. We also did, this is filthy now because my hands are disgusting, but I recorded, no, didn't record, sorry. I installed the lock-on hand guards. So we have this one from ODI. This is all locked on. I also did a little bit of work with the ergos of the brake and clutch levers. Clutch is still a little bit too high, but brake is where I want it. It's down there. Yeah, that's what I did last night. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I want to do the wiring, but I think that we're going to wrap this video up by doing the brake and clutch levers, get those done. So that's just off my list. That'll be this stuff here, the hammerhead equipment. That's trash. And this one's our brake and clutch levers right there. And go ahead and mount up our plate on the bike. And the handguards. That should leave me in a pretty good place to go to Florida. One thing that I really could be doing is probably mounting up the plastics, the rear plastic here, just this rear tail, and also the plastic onto the tank here. Get those decals and plastics on. Because I really can't do much else except for wiring until the suspension comes back in. Once the suspension comes back in, then I'll start taking care of some of the drive items because I'm gonna, take the chain off and stuff. And I actually might, just because I just don't know what I'm doing, I actually might get the wheels back on, basically complete the bike. Put the sprockets. Oh, I also ordered last night a rear brake rotor and sprockets. The front brake rotor is fine. That's a question. But I ordered a rear brake rotor and pads because the rear brake rotor is too thin. Ordered sprockets, ordered chain, ordered the chain guards and the drives. So the thing what I'm going to do is probably get the bike fully reassembled and then take it to the motorcycle shop and have them install the guards and the chain and the sprockets for me because I can't be trusted. I don't know. I'll watch a few more YouTube videos and figure that out. I also ordered last night what I need to do the valve checks, that safety, the 8mm or T25 tamper-proof thing. I ordered that as well, so that'll come in and I can do that before I put the fuel tank back on. So that should wrap up part 4 of this video. There's the whole bike right now. So good progress. I think part 5 is everything I just mentioned to you all. It's going to be all that other stuff that that needs to happen next. I think part 5 will most likely be just getting the bike all back together so that we can take it to the shop and have it worked on. That's if my suspension ships this week. It's Tuesday, 6 days shipping from California, and I'm going to Florida this weekend. So I'm hoping when I get back on Monday of next week, my suspension is almost here. And then I can, complete the build. Yeah, that's our end of stage 4 update.